Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host from Pearl Day, and the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate in the northwest. We stand here with Oziligath fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, taking on the role of the 6th Armoured Division, tasked with making the way through this once quaint Italian town in the southeast. We stand with Freestyler, fighting for the Deutsches Armee, the German army, here with the 90th Panzergrenadier, tasked with holding this vital road and slow down the British no matter the cost, if not straight up halt them. So we got bike Panzerpini starting for Freestyler. We got sappers aplenty here. Imagine, oh, actually only one sapper section, intersections here for Oziligath. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. Allow me to keep making all these wonderful videos. So a big thanks there, and a big thanks to all those who keep liking and commenting on videos. Helps out immensely. So, double Panzerpioneer backstart here for Freestyler, allowing him to hit in onto the ground aggressively here. We got Oziligath sappers slowly encroaching on the centre while the sandbags being dug down, setting up to catch point here. Definitely a bit of an interesting deviation from the typical British opening, which typically is just double sappers. Now we also got the Dinger up, which for the DAK in the early game is definitely going to be a bit of a headache there. It's particularly really good versus the light vehicles. So this could become quite a challenge here for Freestyle unless he can catch with a very fast mine or some other surprise here. Sappers there got the centre and are quick to withdraw. Up north here, first engagement, we've got the bike here versus the Dingo. Bit of a difference there. And the bike just very quickly skedaddles out of there, realising if it keeps fighting, it's going to very quickly get blown to pieces. Panzerpioneer dinging around the centre, smart move there by Freestyle in the south. Panzerpioneer standing at ready, section there busy, and I imagine we're looking at more sections there for Oziligath. Yes, indeed. Dingo racing ahead, there goes spotting the Panzerpioneer up. And now we actually get shots fired, like, thought this was going to happen, and then it's like, nope. Nope. So there you go, Panzerpioneer caught a bit of bad spot here. Got the Dingo moving in aggressively versus Freestyler's Panzerpioneer engaging in with its Bren light machine gun. And we got the Panzerpioneer rapidly withdrawing into the church here. That's not going to be a great engagement with the Dingo then. Up north here, bike is back in action. And we got the sappers nearby as well here for Oziligath. Otherwise fairly, sort of mildly tense yet in a strange way uneventful early game here. Meanwhile, we got Freestyler here with his Assault Grenadier push. He's a big fan of pushing for those Assault Grenadiers here. And so I would say on a map like Pachino Stalemate, Assault Grenadiers in particular can be quite handy if you know how to use them. Isn't that right, Basil? Who's currently clinging to my right shoulder. Got section with the Panzerpioneer here by the southern field victory point. Panzerpioneer quickly overwhelmed here by the British Yeomanry, their Lee Enfield rifles, and their weapon revolver rapidly overcoming them. Got another section nearby here. Panzerpioneer's getting countered them as well. We got an MD-34 now here for Freestyler. Bike rushing southwards. Assault goes moving forwards with their MP40s, maybe some MP38s mixed in between there. For those wondering what is the difference between the MP38 and the MP40, it's basically just a matter of like, how easy they are to produce. The MP40 was significantly easier to produce than the MP38. It's largely made out of stamped metal. Basil climbing around my shoulders now. Tumbling a bit about there. Soldiers pushing forward here. There go Dingo. Section flying around here. Freestyler's forces by the Summonation Point. Caught in a really bad spot here. Assault is willing to deal with the section, but they're already taking losses there. Jurgen falls flat. Never to rise again. Dingo ripping into them. We got the other section being forward here. Bike being slowly pushed towards the river. Basil slamming his ass into my headset. Dingo goes down to a mine. At least assume it's a mine. Good work there by Freestyle. MD-34 setting up. I have no idea what Basil's trying to achieve here. I'm guessing he's trying to get down. There we go. I think he's finally getting down. Sorry about that. The soldiers being forward into section. And headset back where it's supposed to be. After getting shoved around by Basil's rear end. Panzerpioneer flamethrowers got more assault grenadiers here for Freestyler. Up north here we got the sapling forts here with our mine sweepers in case of course of more mines or any mines in the first place at all. Thumbs up there of course to Oziligath. Got the bikeman forts here. The Germans would fairly regularly form up assault teams with some machine guns, though they were never really a paper formation, just something from but more ad hoc, but fairly regular and common. Typically, they'd be equipped with, well, whatever they get their hands on. MP40s, but also, you know, captured submachine guns were commonly used, and PPSH-41, for example, was very popular in that role. So we got more assault guns out here for Freestyler, heading northwards here with the Panzer Pioneer, catching the Sabs here by the munitions point. So far, a bit of back and forth here. Victory point is actually pretty much equal here. Sabs moving up, Sten guns blazing at the Panzer Pioneer as they build up the doors, hoping the British don't make the way in. Flak being rushed northwards to respond to this. Meanwhile, pushing the fuel point here. Meanwhile, Oziligath here with the full 3 sections. He's also got the platoon command post up. In fact, let's pop out to Oziligath with 3 sections, 1 sapper. He's also gone here for the British Armoured Battle Group. Likely means Crusader anti-aircraft tanks. We'll have to see if it means Churchill Mark IVs or the Black Prince. Big push here. Noting no upgrade yet for this. Oh, there we go. We got 1 recce section. The rest of the Deutsches after here because the British, he almost always wants some anti-tank rifles. There you go. Got the fuel point here. Machine gun providing cover from a nearby house here. And the assault guns forms up. A pretty tough nut to crack here for Oziligath there. And it will take a bit of effort. He's bringing up the mortar, which is definitely an excellent tool for cracking open such difficulties here under Freestyler's command. Got the mortar moving forwards here. 3-inch mortar, trick reinforcing healing back at base here. Machine gun holding up here. Panzer pinning on mines. Good shot there for the front door. Back at base, we got the Panzerkanone 38. Freestyler obviously very concerned about Stuart light tanks, or even Humber, as they would definitely be a significant headache for him. We got more Schützenmine here for Freestyler. Thumbs up. And we do have the Stuart there on the way for Oziligath. No big surprise. Stuarts are very popular in the British metagame at the moment for a very good reason. They're quite good. So, we got the Pak 38 here ready though for Freestyler. The Panzerkanone 38. Pushing southwards here with these sections. Around to the assault grenadiers here. Quickly forced to withdraw here. We don't have additional weapons yet here for any of the Oziligath's men. Assault gunners there at long range will definitely lose out. He could chuck smoke grenades, try and close in, but at the same time, considering the state of some of these, I think, yeah, he's better off retreating, just getting them healed up and patched up in general. Pak 38, they're ready. One of the primary anti-tank in the German army there in the North African campaign alongside the Pak 36R, which was basically just a Soviet anti-tank gun converted to German Pak 40 ammunition. MD Fed was the section here. Pushing forward under heavy mortar fire. We can see that Oziligath is definitely making things tough here for Freestyle in the center. Now we got back Panzer Pioneer here marking the target line of the Panzer Pioneer to always deal with the DAK in section. More mortar fire here. Oziligath just holding out here for more fuel so he can get out that Stuart light tank and start to make Freestyler's life further miserable. Here we got another section. Actually fairly rare to see an infantry player or British player go for that many sections. Though if he's going to go for that, obviously after the Stuart, he should definitely go infantry training to like really, I think, maximize just having that heavy of an infantry investment. But definitely not something I've seen too much out of a lot of British builds, I feel like. Panzer Pioneer soldiers moving forwards here for Freestyler. Again, that squad is not looking great. I mean, poor Fritz there's about to drop dead. Flak filling here out for Freestyler. That's definitely bad news for any infantry caught on the receiving end of that. Good mortar hit though there, causing quite a bit of damage to the half track. Section chops well. We've got the soldiers, we've got the Flak filling him. He can got the bite. This could get quite painfully expensive here for Oziligath unless he gets lucky. Down to just 1 man. The rest of the section has very much bit the dust and then some. In the south, back pointing in here. Further up north, Oziligath is probing up north side. We got the Stuart on the way there. More mines again paying off there for Freestyler. Leveraging the aggressive tactics with aggressive mining. Slam to more easily hold all the map. Oh, good hit on them from more into the assault grenadiers. Down to 4 men already. He really, I think, at this point needs to invest into an ambulance. He needs to half-track out all the way. He needs to heal up these assault grenadiers. Absolutely needs to heal them up. At this point, I think just Freestyler's kind of wasting manpower in a sense. So an ambulance, I think, is a pretty much a big must there. And what is this? We do have a half-track out here, the 250. Soldiers retreating, though again, he should also withdraw the others. I mean, he's probably just going to run another point neutral, which he can get away with, and then just withdraw, but he definitely shouldn't keep them around for much longer. I feel like this is a manpower that could be preserved. Otherwise, see about Freestyle there. Go smoke grenade there. Up north here, punch takes between the sappers here, force them off, and we got the Stuart out here. Flak filling getting spotted here. Without any support here, the Flak filling is in trouble. There you go, Pak 38 saving the day here for the fatherland. forcing this dude to withdraw here. Definitely feels risky though. I mean, once the smoke lifts, this dude is going to really do a heavy number there on the assault grenades. That could be a wipe here. And that's going to be extra expensive here for Freestyler. Yup, that was a wipe. I feel like one that could have been avoided. But anyways, fixing up the flak feeling here. Obviously, there's the sense the trade-off there, like, you know, how much can he, like, you know, stall his opponent's fuel income. But I still feel like that one was pushing it a bit much and not quite worth a full assault grenadier squad, as they do cost 340 manpower. Not exactly what you'd call cheap. Got this second round to the flak fin pack video that's mortifier here. Oziligath is definitely flexing that mortar wherever he can. Very simply too, of course. And we got Oziligath as well here by Oziligath. Reiki section there calling it in, I believe. We also got flares off there, very good there. In the south, we got a slow approach here. We got an MD34. Nice to set up here by Freestyler. Thumbs up to that. Section caught here, north side. Oh, bike went out to mine. Good money there by Oziligath. Now we got this ultimate infant pushing through the now desert streets. Come on, Otto, keep up the pace. Who knows what'll happen? Meanwhile, massive blast there. Flak feeling veterans we want. Stuart setting up, upgrade with the commander upgrade. Thumbs up. Have any upgrade yet here for Oziligath? There's troops, any training? Smoke deployed here, very good. And there you go, we do finally get an ambulance. We also get a second Pack 38 here for Freestyler. We also got armor support here with the veteran gunner's ability. Double Pack 30 here versus the British is an interesting choice here. As the British are definitely the faction with a lot of various artillery elements, so they could theoretically punish this fairly aggressively. That said, he has gone for Armoured, so that's actually the battle group that is least able to, I think, just heavily punish that with call-ins in terms of artillery. At this point, Indian artillery definitely say double Pack 38 is a lot more risky. So, section caught by the flak feeling. Pack 38's there at the ready. Assault gunners watching on the centre. British mortar being lined up. Stuart getting ready. And there we go. We got the Crusader anti-aircraft tank out here for Oziligath. And the 6th Armoured Division. That, of course, be a significant boost in firepower for Oziligath versus Freestyler. Flak feeling pushing south to catch in the section by the Sun Victory Point. We got Bren guns up there. A nice addition versus German infantry. Not so much against the flak feeling. Also flanked half their mind. Very good here. Work by Freestyler. Thumbs up. Northern Point being seized by the Panzer Pioneer Recce section running out. And there you go, Crusader caught with the Pack 38's first Mesa. Second one though, scores a hit. Mortifier though is quickly delivered onto the Pack 38's here under Freestyler's command, forcing the anti-tank and cruise to withdraw. Further northeast, Stuart catching the isolated Panzer Pioneer here, leveraging the mobility of the Stuart to just hit isolated targets rapidly and efficiently. Thumbs up there, I think, to Oziligath. Almost got the wipe here. There we go. That's the second wipe the Stuart's had a hand in. That's really good for a light tank, and certainly highlights some of the power of the Stuart light tank here. So, smart play there. Instead of trying to like deliver a heavy blow here being paid into the mine, he went for the easier targets. Now that we got the Crusader anti-aircraft tank out, and that's definitely going to add some more pressure to Freestyler. He's already lost, 2 squads to wipes. And now his opponent's down to like add in more and more armor. And he's becoming less and less mobile, in part due to losing infantry. And losing his only Panzer Pioneer squad, actually he's lost both of them, so that means he's lost 3 squads, is really going to further, I think, limit what Freestyler can do. So he needs to somehow look to turn this around. Meanwhile, Stuart there does hit the mine. You also got a mortar upgrade for Freestyler, by thumbs up to that. Almost got the embassy, but yeah, the mine here pretty much prevented this from being a complete disaster for Freestyler. Crusader anti-aircraft tank versus the flak feeling. That is, I think, a gently put lopsided engagement. More Panzer Pioneer for Freestyler. He has to replace them. Meanwhile, Crusader there remains a massive obstacle there with its Bofors 40mm anti-aircraft gun. More Panzer Pioneer there. No sign of tech yet for Freestyler. We got Flam Panzer 3s here, I suppose. Could also go for the command tank or go for battlefield salvage. Right now, though, Oziligath and the British Army has secured most of the map here. They also got most of the victory points, definitely putting Freestyler into a bit of a sticky spot. Mortar remains a good addition. We got the Panzer Pioneer there and Assault Grenadiers. Actually, I think it's just mostly Assault Grenadiers are busy. Panzer Pioneer on the move though, getting Minesweeper kits. Thumbs up. It's a bit of a standoff here for now, though I imagine it's mostly in part as Oziligath is looking to repair his equipment, maybe do some reconnaissance, try and find the best angle of attack here against Freestyler. Since if he can't find it, he could very well unravel what Freestyler's got left here. And there you go, Pack 38 fires the Stuart Light Tank, gets a good shot there with his 50mm gun. Do a quick force withdraw, punch there, gets Assault Grenadiers rushing in the centre now here. Freestyler sensing an opening here. Meanwhile, out of Oziligath's perspective here. You also got the cheap and fast, or cheapest surplus there. Overall, both the column reinforcement. Section is going to get wiped out. Bit of a slip here by Oziligath. Freestyler scoring that white mortar fire on the mortar from the mortar half track. Meanwhile, got to find the Pack 38. Almost got it. Nice flank here by Oziligath there. Recce section going in deep versus Freestyler. Almost got the Pack 38 crew here. And down it goes. That's an excellent kit there. Meanwhile, Crusader moving up here. Backed up with the Stuart Panzerjägers in deep sauerkraut here. Almost being taken out. Stuart takes another hit here from the other Pack 38. Could get knocked out. Quickly crewing up here. The Pack 38 with the ambulance. Thumbs up to Freestyler. But Freestyler is definitely feeling the pressure and the heat here from Oziligath. But for now, he's maintaining the position. Lack of infantry, though, I feel like is somewhat curtailing him and his actions. No sign yet of any further attack here. We got the Assaulters being rushed into the center, taking immense amount of fire here from Oziligath's tanks. Also worth noting, we haven't seen like any additional tanks, so there's definitely a part of me that's thinking he could be planning to go straight for the Churchill here, honestly, versus Freestyler. And certainly right now, a lot of Churchill tanks could be a hell of a headache here for Freestyler to deal with, since he's got like Pack 38s. They will struggle a bit with the massively armoured heart of the Churchill tank. There's still no sign of tech up here, neither towards Martyrs or towards, say, Flak 36s. We got an Assault Grenadier squad out here for Freestyler. Thumbs up. Turning into another mortar half track as well. Stuart here catching the Assaulters, trying to flank in here, pushing northwards. I think that's a good move there by Freestyler. In the south, though, British forces here under Oziligath's stoic command are holding up a push here by Freestyler as well. We got 278 versus 393. Got a bit of artillery fire calling in the German positions again. Black Panther at the ready. And there we go, still going for the soldiers up on the northern point, ripping into them with its 37mm gun. And there you go, Victory 2 gained. Assault Grenadiers down to just 3 men on health here. Freestyler needs to retreat them. I feel like this was another very risky move here, and he could still end up losing the Assault Grenadiers, to be honest. But can Oziligath get the wipe? It looks like fortune smiles upon Freestyler for once here. In the centre, the Assault is pushing forward here, backed up with the Flak feeling. British forces are being torn limb from limb here under intense and punishing flak fire here from the Flak feeling half track. Another series of hits here. And we got the Stuart withdrawing here to link up with the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Meanwhile, back at base, still nothing happening here for Freestyler. But he does have 2 more half tracks now, providing him with a fair amount of artillery support. We got another section here for Oziligath. Down to less than 250 points. He's also going for more sappers, though, of course, thanks to the battle group here, they are cheaper. Notably cheaper. Oh, he cancelled them. Well, never mind. But he is getting close to that Churchill tank. Meanwhile, Stuart going for the machine in the south here again. Oziligath looking for like any exposed weak points here in Freestyler's lines and quickly hitting them. Very sensible play here. And of course, as he's done the damage, he quickly pulls back the Stuart before Freestyler has a chance to hit here. Meanwhile, Center Crusader tank here, taking heavy damage from the Pack 38s. Part of the engagement now going on here. Recce section being met with unrelenting flak fire there. Other Bren section being met as well here with heavy fire. Good lord, do these guys get paid for every bullet they fire? Oh, don't most of us wish for such an arrangement. Not now, Nigel. Meanwhile, Telefire calling the Pack 38 here in the centre there. Recce section as the Assault Grenadiers. Good shooting there. Flak feeling back in work. And this Flak feeling is really doing some heavy lifting here for Freestyler. Just quickly moving it up and down in the road to defend and support either victory point as needed. So I think if Oziligath could put this one out of commission, that would really help him, I think, pushing back Freestyler. And I do think he's got theoretically some ways of doing so. He could like try and push through the wall here, overwhelm the positions here, maybe. Bit risky, but I think it would work out. Mortar also got taken out here by the Mortar half-tracks. Very good work there by Freestyler's Mortar half-tracks. And there we go, Freestyler finally taking up. We got the Panzerarmee Commando here. Very good addition there for sure. He's also gone for the command tank. Also got salvage kits here. Tank 100 seconds, being attacked by Panzerjäger's Flak feeling joined with that. We got the Crusader moving up here as well. Assaulters moving in another direction. Packs, they're firing away. It's a pretty fierce fight here for the center. And now we do have the Churchill Mark IV infantry tank out here for Oziligath, ready to deploy the heaviest of armor he can master to punch his way here through the German lines. And that's going to be quite a challenge here for Freestyler with only 2 Pak 38s to sort of really engage it. I mean, he could use the armor-piercing ammunition, but that's probably not going to like make any actual damage. Just going to use with the Pak 38 to do some work. Meanwhile, on the south, a big British push here, though lacking any armored support. The Flak feeling should be able to shut that down pretty aggressive. But now, Oziligath there with the arrival of the Churchill tank is getting ready for some fresh offensive maneuvers, though without the mortar there. Pushing forward in there, go. Full 3 sections. Met with a Flak feeling, and they are quickly sent scattering across there towards the base. Churchill forward to the going to break through the wall here. Gonna attack here. Freestyler where it hurts. There go. Good shot on the mortar half track here. Pak 38's gonna have to turn around here. Sap secure in the center here. Now we got the Stuart moving up here, exploiting the chaos here in the lines of Freestyler. Here's Stuart taking it from the Pak 38. Crusader is also now moving in here. Oziligath struggling, I think, keep all the pieces going in there. Stuart goes down. I think she's actually trying to bypass in the Pak 38, getting past it, and same with the Churchill there. Now we got the Crusader moving up here. Pak 38 moving in to deal with the threat in the south. Could be explored possibly here by Oziligath versus Freestyler. And there you go. Now it's going for it. Almost got one of the mortar after with the Crusader, but no. Dodges out of it again as he finds himself face to face with the Pak 38. Bit more mortar fire here around the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Back here, Assault Gunner sitting out there for Freestyler. And there we go. Flak filling ripped through the anti-tank section. Pak 38's at the ready. Veteran D2. Very good work here. Very good work. Recce section moving forwards. Churchill moving in. They're lumbering forwards. Pak 38, they actually get a shot through here. But the question is, how many more shotting it off there? Punch moving up here. No anti-tank tear gas rounds maybe planned. Thinking that out, I don't know. All the way. Force back here. Pak 38 decrewed. Crusader moving up here. And there we go. We got another Churchill tank up, but now Freestyler's brought in the Flak 36. Crusader there getting out there before it becomes target practice for the German anti-tank gunners. Flak's on the move here for Freestyler. Meanwhile, fighting for the Sun victory point continues as Oziligath pushes ahead here. Recce section moving artillery called in here. Second Churchill is arriving. Crusader need repairs. Churchill being repaired somewhat. Flak feeling heading further southwards, close to the ace level. Recce section being overwhelmed as Panzerjägers, more crucially Assault Grenadiers, moving in there. Churchill arriving, ripping into the German forces. Flak 36 they're setting up here. And the Panzerjägers met a grisly demise here. So, 2 Churchill tanks and a Crusader anti-aircraft tank versus Flak 36 and Pak 38. But so far, Freestyler has no tanks of his own. Though he has gone for the Armoured Reserves here versus Oziligath. Could be Panzerforce, could be Stugs, could be a Tiger tank. Meanwhile, tank on a section further trying to exploit any gaps here in Freestyler's lines force withdraw here. And we got the Crusader tank from the north here, catching the Pak 38, then a bit of a bad spot. Flak 36 turning its massive gun around here, but not fast enough to meet the Crusader. Meanwhile, Churchill tanks being fixed up here. More mortified of Mr. Freestyler and his Granatenwerferwagens. Flak feeling moving forwards. Churchill's lining up here.
Repairs completed. Anti-tank weapon. It's just my side. Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Flak at the ready. So, Otto, ja, wer als British aircraft? Wir not here to shoot at aircraft. Wir not? Nein. Ah. Anyway, sort of into the branch section here.
Victory point lost.
Reiki section taking nasty hits here. Looks like he's planning a pretty aggressive pincer here. Old, but I like it. I like it. Good shots down the ace now. Flak feeling, by the way. Ace level. Damn impressive. 2 thumbs up to Freestyler. Back to Oziligath here.
Damn the hides. The enemy is winning.
189 versus 319. There you go. Pack 38 being met with heavy concentrated fire from the Crusader anti-tank tank and the Churchill tank. Could lose the Pack 38 here. Obviously, still going to the Flak 36, but removing any of the anti-tank guns is going to definitely make it harder here for Freestyler to form a defense. He's actually going to reposition the Flak 36 in the south. Machine gun push back here. Pack 38 also cleared up, meaning he's only got the Flak 36 to defend against 2 Churchill tanks and the Crusader. Well, that's going to be a challenge. And there he goes. Flak 36 going to get spotted here on the move. Oh, got him. Him and Assaulters million. Flak feeling supporting here. Troops are being caught there in a storm of lead here from the Flak feeling and the Assault Gunners. Both Pack 38s have been destroyed now. The Churchman from the other side as well here. Freestyler is under immense pressure. Mortar half-tanks being caught here by the Crusader and the Churchill tank. Flak feeling reposition. He's being pushed into a corner here by the aggressive maneuvers of Oziligath and his lumbering steel beasts, his behemoths. So what will Freestyler do to respond to this absolutely, well, stressing development? That is gonna be a hell of a challenge, that's for sure.
A victory point is being overrun.
I mean, I suppose one option is just holding out for the Tiger tank and then just stalling out with the Flak 36, but he's rapidly running out of victory points. Turning around the Flak 36 there. What's he shooting at?
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
Flying around the fuel point there as Oziligath is slowly throttling the life out of poor Freestyler here and the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. We got the Crusader moving out. I definitely feel like more and more people are catching on to both Flak 36s and 17-pounder guns there as a side note. Which is great. They're definitely like, you know, not too keen on them in the early game, but again, I think more people catching on to this like, yeah, these things are good. Meanwhile, Oziligath shifting the aims of this war here to attacking his opponent's base directly. I mean, that's definitely one way, like, your opponent's calling up in like one small part of the map and leaving the base open, you can actually push for it, so 2 thumbs up to Oziligath here. That said, I think it's going to take a long time with the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. He's going to need like either Churchill tanks or something else to really achieve this goal. Meanwhile, Freestyler is just sort of waiting, hoping that the guy can attack into him, and of course, as the guy's like, ah, no. Oh, what is this? We actually are getting the Bishop.
We're losing
Oh my. He's going to try and dig out his opponent with that. I mean, that does make a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Of course, you could also try and go for the recon artillery, likely what he's going to be planning for, though. There's also, in theory, designate targets, but if you look at sort of what Freestyler currently has, there's obviously not a lot here that's telling Oziligath he directly needs it. Of course, considering he's only seen a Flak 36, he may, of course, be able to, like, deduce his opponent might be holding out for a Tiger tank. And there you go. Final 4th Schwerer Panzerabteilung has released a Tiger tank to support the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division, 6th Panzer Grenadier Company. He cancels the Bishop, I think, as soon as he sees the Tiger tank, brings in a 6-pounder gun. Meanwhile, still called in here. We got Freestyler rushing forwards here. Things hitting him again here. Churchill being sent in here. Trying, I think, to destroy as much as he can before the Tiger tank arrives. Moving forward here. Flak 36 heading up in front of the 2 Churchills. Nope. Realizes he got too close. He pulls back the Flak 36 a bit. Reiki section met with fire. Flak feeling getting pummeled by the 2 Churchill tanks. 6-pounder gun almost done. Tiger advancing. Artillery firing down here. Hitting Oziligath's own forces. Flak 36 at the ready. Churchill tanks suddenly being met here with heavy firepower from 2 88mm guns to the Flak and the Tiger. Churchill number 1 is, or 2 most likely, is getting absolutely pummeled. We got the recon loiter. Churchill down and repeat. Churchill down. Other Churchill in deep trouble here as the Tiger tank pushes through here the ruined streets. 6-pounder gun is being brought up here. Probably helped that being a 17-pounder gun. Aircraft taking air fire, then just gets shot down, I think, by the Flak 36. All the Flak feeling all the way. That is down, ladies and gentlemen. That is kaput. We did it, Otto! We shot down an aircraft! Yeah! I just prefer shooting at panzers, really. Meanwhile, Crusader is heading into Freestyler's base. Meanwhile, more 17 or 6-pounder guns being brought up here. No tech yet for Oziligath at this point. Probably realised he might have pinned himself into a corner. This stage, halfway to the east on that Crusader anti-aircraft tank here. Tiger being pulled back for repairs. Moving in towards the ambulance here. Flak feeling still stands. So does the Flak 36. Quickly set up in another position. Rushing northwards here, but we also got the Crusader anti-aircraft tank pursuing any potential attempt to grab the northern victory point. Churchill being repaired. We got the assault guns slightly ducking off here. And we got the troops standing about. Tiger there in intensity repairs for sure.
Anti-tank crews are on standby for orders. 6-pounder on the field.
Flak 36 repositioning. And there you go, catching the assault guns, pursuing them aggressively. Flak feeling there being met with fearsome scrutiny in the south here. Machine gun back defending the southern victory point from any harassment. Mortar fire there. Churchill moving forwards halfway to the ace level. Good shot on the mortar. Attack Flak 36 turn around here. And there got another massive shot there, slamming into the Churchill tank there. Tiger being repaired. Still need a lot of repairs here in the south. Flares being popped here, looking for that machine gun potentially. Perhaps not. We got 177, 166, or 166. Crusader flanking it, almost got the mortar up. There you go. Flak once more at it. There you go. Wrecker section now moving forwards. Like going to try and call in artillery if he can here on the flank, and there we go. Freestyle's going to pick it up. Oh, or not. Maybe just leaves the Flak crew to its own devices. Hey, don't leave us here.
Weapon teams will receive training.
Don't leave us. In the south, the machine gun at the ready. Tiger still in fiercely repairs here. Oziligath establishing a new defensive line around the centre, realising he is now in a more precarious position with rather that Tiger tank. But he still has a lot of advantages here. Battery 2 Churchill tank almost ace level at fact of that. Tiger tank shooting out the church. Panzer Pioneer takes a more or less direct hit here from the howitzer and almost gets wiped out entirely. Close call. There you go. Tank 100 section flying around here, getting almost past the aircraft MD-34. Close call here for Oziligath here. Over to Freestyler.
We have 200 points remaining.
Again, forgot to switch in times. My apologies. Tiger tank sitting out here. Tiger. In there you go. MD-34 being flanked. We got the Flak field moving in. Forcing away the recce section. Good shot then the Crusader anti-aircraft tank from the Flak 36. Halfway to VT3. Tiger tank advancing in the centre. Tiger. And there you go. Tank in the section also force away. The Flak feeling once more. Saving the day here for Freestyle. And this Flak feeling has just been doing amazing work. Meanwhile, Tiger tank here being met with countless 6-pounder gun shots here. Plus the Churchill tank here. Pushing the Tiger tank down to half health. The fighting does not slow down for very long, does it? More Taftaks added here, trying to silence the British anti-tank guns. Both veterans one unlocking the very powerful incendiary round. Back at base, nothing further happening. He's technically not too far away from, say, a Panther 4 assault group or Stuka assault group at this rate.
Done what we can.
As for Oziligath, well, not much there. Rekia's action force weight. Flak filling continues to just do an absolutely amazing job. Once more, Oziligath looks like he's going to try and hit the opponent's base here with this Crusader. Looks like one Panzer Nest is finally going to go down here. And there you go. Panzer Nester kaput. Moving on here to the Panzer Make Commando. But again, I think with the Crusader anti-aircraft tank, destroying Freestyler's base is going to take a long time. Tiger's heading out there. I mean, trying to take out the base of the Crusader tank like that is like trying to cut down a tree in the forest with a herring. Anyways, Crusader flanking up here behind the Tiger tank. Troops being pushed back. There we go. Crusader's VT3. Tiger tank is VT2 though. Almost got the Crusader tank here. Tiger pushing forwards, and we got another artillery loader going forwards here. But again, we got the Flak feeling. We got the Flak 36. We got loiters from the Luftwaffe as well. Church then being pushed out. Anti-tank cleared out. Oh, and the British RAF lost another aircraft here to the dense field of flak fire here available to Freestyler. Up north, the Crusader anti-aircraft tank just wasn't in the zone to actually fire at the Luftwaffe. Fortunately here for Freestyler. There you go, getting off a few shots here. Oh, could one go down here? Possibly. Meanwhile, British German forces in the center. We got 106, 177. Tiger tank knocking down a building here. Got the merge repair kits up now. Making it a bit tough as well. Artillery called in here, so Oziligath desperately trying to prevent his bomb from grabbing the point here. There you go, one aircraft knocked out. Kaput. And there you go, 8 assault grenadiers. They're pushing forwards over the anti-tank guns. Oziligath's lines, they are rapidly falling apart here in the face of Freestyler's now unbridled aggression. Tiger tank could move up as well here. Flak 36 remains in position. North here, Oziligath is just basically trying to repair his stuff here further up north. Anti-tank set up, mortar could be seen as well, but Freestyler just destroyed. Tiger advance here, rapidly pushing through the debris, and there you go, wrecks one of Oziligath's 6-pounder guns, leaving just with one anti-tank gun and a Churchill and a Crusader tank to halt the Tiger tank. Mine goes off. He actually mined right outside his opponent's base, but there, but Oziligath, thumbs up. Tiger falling back here. Flak feeling covering the south.
A sector is in enemy control.
The Flak 36 is veterans who won. And of course, they'll have those 2 mortar attacks. There you go, try and push on to the center here. Oziligath sends his men into the den of the Tiger. The assaults are unsurprisingly not very good for the men being sent into the meat grinder. More troops being pulled forwards here. Churchill tank slowly advancing here, but clearly it's finding its courage, faltering a bit there at the side of the Tiger tank, but not enough to not shoot the German troops though. Good shot there from the Crusader, or Churchill tank. Crusader moving up as well here. Assault being forced, got Tats assault being unleashed, and we see Oziligath's infantry being sent packing once more. And there, good Tiger tank going for Crusader and the Churchill tank. Good shooting there. Probably should pull back the assault gunners again. Churchill tank though is definitely outclassed here as the Tiger. Halfway to the east level here, going for Crusader firing away there. Oh, Sam's exposed here. Now continues to go for the Crusader here, or the Churchill tank, and we got another Churchill tank now up here for Oziligath. Sam's getting plastered here with an 88mm fire there from the Tiger. We got 137 versus 106. Falling back the Tiger. Crusader is pursuing once more, harrying and harassing. Got the recon artillery ready again. Will Oziligath go for it once more here? Will he send in another poor pilot to brave the German flak fire? Meanwhile up north here, Panzer Pioneer trying to see him at the victory point, but instead all they find is British ack. Another push for the center. Need to be careful doesn't get too close. He could pop the S-mine launchers here. Do some amazing damage to the sections. And we got a Stuttgarter Fuss out for Freestyler. A Stuttgarter Fuss! Oh boy! So much artillery fire now, and we got the artillery Lloyd out again. Flak feeling firing away there, calling it in on the Flak 36. Flak feeling doing what it can here versus the RAF here. Flak 36 certainly can't catch up with the aircraft because it's spinning on fast and the Flak 36 catch up with it. Now getting hit here. Churchill there hiding about. 6-pounder gun abandoned the ruins. There you go, almost got the Flak 36 crew, and down it goes, but there you go, the Flak feeling takes out the aircraft, which actually crashed down almost the exact same spot as the previous one. Meanwhile, Churchill tank moving up here into the center, trying to halt the Germans ground the point. Second Churchill moving up here, we got 123 versus 106. Good shot then from the Flak 36, straight through the Churchill tank's frontal armor. Assault grenadiers being ripped apart mercilessly, and there you go. Now it's time for the Luftwaffe to once more respond here. Crusader though on the job. Could try and pop the rapid fire ability to increase the chance of just knocking them out faster here. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he could do it. Could do it. Ambulance there being repaired. Tiger there close to the ace level. 6-pounder guns being crewed here. We got a Vickers on the way now for Oziligath. Fairly late to the party there. And at the same time, as the Lord keeps up there, he's pretty much coming away from the center, hoping at least some of the aircraft get shut down here with the Crusader. Again, I think getting a bit closer to their circle and then popping rapid fire. Mark, there you go. One aircraft down. One aircraft down. And the second gets knocked out here. Excellent work there by Oziligath, Crusader anti-aircraft tank. 106 versus 108. 6 Panthering hold forwards. Assault wing forwards. Tiger supporting. Churchill's hanging back here. Now we got the Crusader going for deep flank here. Catching the assault gun is a bit of a compromising position. We got the Tiger here. Hitting the ace level. And hitting the ace Crusader. Churchill now moving up, hit back up the 6-pounder gun. Basically, I think he's using the Crusader tank as bait for the Tiger tank, allowing him a chance to maybe seize the center victory point out from under Freestyler's nose, but also maybe to flank the Tiger tank. Not a bad idea here by Oziligath as such. But yeah, the Crusader does get knocked out because Churchill struggling here with the front lane, the sidearm over the Tiger. There you go, got a shot through. 106 versus 99. Assault gun is once more rushing into the center here. Churchill there being caught in a really bad position. Moore's moving in now. Oziligath committing everything now to this intense battle. Smoke being deployed, machine guns letting loose. Could pop the S-mine launcher thing around here. That would be delightful to see here. More grenades off, damaging the engine. Troops are being shredded alive here by the assault grenadiers. No S-mine launchers, unfortunately. Churchill, there's the Tiger. Soldiers keep running about here. Keep destroying. And there you go. Flak 56 joining in here. Almost got one of the Churchill tanks here. Tiger tank, though, is barely operating, but it is operating. And it absolutely is tug of war here for the center. In the south, the 970 cruising up, but is met once more by the Flak feeling and, of course, the MD-34 team. Oziligath pretty much send those men into kill zone. And a Churchill tank gets knocked out. And with that, it is a GG, game over. A close-fought battle here between Oziligath and Freestyler. In the end, though, Oziligath, I think, slightly missed his pace there versus Freestyler. The Flak 56 definitely landed, I think, to sort of hold the line for just long enough. And Oziligath, I think, sort of waffled a bit about with his Churchill tanks for too long. I do think you should actually try taking up here, at least to get some 17-pounder guns up, maybe some foot guards, just something a bit bigger here. Had he done that, I think he'd actually stood a chance here versus Freestyler, but I think that slight delay there allowed, I think, Freestyler to catch up and then push ahead, at which point it became much harder for Oziligath to put the resources aside to get the 17-pounder gun he really needed versus this. So, fairly fierce fight here, certainly also showed off some various Flak gunnery elements here, but the Flak feeling was all just like such a massive investment here for Freestyler, and had Oziligath been able to destroy that soon as well, I think also there'd been a good chance here that Oziligath might have had a better chance. That Flak feeling really did some immense lifting there for Freestyler. It really shows just how good this unit is at the moment. So, overall, though, great match here. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell friends, tell family, but not your enemies. And as always, you can support the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep making videos by donating or pledging on Patreon. Links are in the video description. This is Imperial Links and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.